Every busy seaport round the world has a certain characteristic about it, and this port of Hobart in Tasmania is no exception. Here, the waterfront is part of the city, so much so, in fact, that if you drove down one of the main streets, you'd almost certainly end up in the water, or perhaps in the hold of one of the many drive-on container ships which ply between Hobart and other Australian cities. Even with the advent of modern supersonic air travel, the sea still remains, and always will remain, the best means of transporting goods round the world. Hobart is about 11,000 miles from London, or New York, or Stockholm, but only 635 miles from Sydney. From Sydney, the Empress of Australia sails regularly for Tasmanian ports, and what better way can be found for travelling? A sea voyage always has that certain something about it that other forms of transport lack. An informality, a complete relaxation. If you feel so inclined, you can join in with the deck games, or just loll about and read a good book in the sun. You do what you like, when you like. Lazy or energetic, the peaceful hours pass all too quickly. And before you've had time to finish your book, you're gliding up the harbour in the shadow of Mount Wellington. There's a warm welcome always. Your friends and others' friends gather at the dockside as the Empress manoeuvres into her berth. It's an exciting start to your holiday. Who is not fascinated by the sea? Young and old, and the not so very old. The seafront of every busy city is always an adventure. Hobart is growing fast, and its port has leapt ahead to keep pace with increasing trade. On every side you see new wharves, docks and sheds. And in the city itself, new parks and gardens set off the modern buildings of gleaming glass and concrete. Australia's longest pre-stressed concrete bridge serves the growing needs of the eastern suburbs through a complex of scenic roadways. And of course multi-lane expressways, which make it so simple and quick to get to your apartment or hotel. If you're a golf addict, there are numerous testing courses round Hobart where you can try your skill. Nice to be expert, isn't it? Most sports are well catered for here, but the water seems to dominate all in this city, whether it's swimming in a luxurious pool or surfing on one of the many ocean beaches just out of town. Everybody seems to have an interest in yachting around this town. For the younger generation, there are fireballs, rainbows, OK dinghies, or many other small classes. Eventually, young boys grow up, and so do their boats. And every Saturday afternoon, there's a fine fleet of cutters and sloops, all trying for that first prize. For the blue water yachtsmen, the big event of the year is the Sydney to Hobart race. This race has become one of the classics in the international yachting calendar. After the long, hard struggle down from Sydney, the yachts tie up for a well-earned rest in Constitution Dock, only 100 yards or so from the centre of the city. Sightseers now have a chance to look at the yachts in close-up, and many express surprise that these sometimes rather small craft have sailed across 700 miles of ocean. In this port, you can still find old trading vessels unloading their timber the old way. And old warehouses built over 100 years ago bring back a memory of whaling ships and taverns. Fine examples of early Georgian architecture are found throughout this city. Our old friend Mount Wellington is never out of sight, and the trip to the summit is one thing that everybody must, well, should do. The view is said by many to be unequaled anywhere in the world. It could be true. On the other side of the mountain, you can drive through the rich Huon Valley. The apple blossom attracts visitors from all over Australia. It's only 30 minutes back to Hobart by road, and once again you find the city spread out below your feet. At the last count, Hobart's population was over 110,000, but there seem to be more people and cars about every time you look. Away from the hustle and bustle of the traffic, but right in the heart of the main block is Cat and Fiddle Arcade. It was on this spot over 100 years ago that a tavern of the same name was built. The name was retained, and this three-dimensional fairy tale became the focal point of this ambitious project. The arcade is a favorite place for children and adults who come to rest and listen to the age-old nursery rhyme. When evening comes, Hobart can provide the music of your choice. Music for listening to, or music for dancing to. Night in the city is a time of pleasure, as the warmth left over from a day well spent continues. In this city, where most entertainment thrives, only a short walk will bring you within the range of the relaxation of your choosing. Away from the glow of the city, the lights of a departing Empress cast reflections on still water, a prelude to yet another arrival or departure in days to come.